Controls window. Square of a number by geometrical Square of a number by geometrical interpretation. Step-by-step explanation of 2 squared using square. Picture 42. Step 1. Definition. The square of 2, denoted as 2 squared, means multiplying 2 by itself. 2 times 2 equals 4. This gives us a square arrangement containing 4 square. Step 2. Understanding as repeated addition. We can represent 2 squared as repeated addition. 2 plus 2 equals 4. This means there are 2 square in each row and 2 rows in total. Step 3. Visual representation using a square grid. Square grid. Picture 41. There are 2 square in the first row and 2 square in the second row, forming a 2 by 2 square. Step 4. Verification. Count the total number of square. Row 1. Picture 40. 2 square. Row 2. Picture 39. 2 square. Thus, 2 plus 2 equals 4 confirms the result of 2 squared equals 4. Step-by-step explanation of 3 squared and 4 squared using squares. Picture 38. Square of 3. 3 squared equals 9. Step 1. Definition. The square of 3, denoted as 3 squared, means multiplying 3 by itself. 3 times 3 equals 9. This gives us a square arrangement containing 9 squares. Step 2. Understanding as repeated addition. We can represent 3 squared as repeated addition. 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9. This means there are 3 squares in each row and 3 rows in total. Step 3. Visual representation using a square grid. Square grid. Picture 37. There are 3 squares in each row and 3 rows, forming a 3 by 3 square. Step 4. Verification. Count the total number of squares. Row 1. Picture 36. Row 2. Picture 35. Row 3. Picture 34. Thus, 3 plus 3 plus 3 equals 9 confirms the result of 3 squared equals 9. Square of 4. 4 squared equals 16. Picture 33.
Step 1. Definition.
The square of 4, denoted as 4 squared, means multiplying 4 by itself. 4 times 4 equals 16. This gives us a square arrangement containing 16 squares. Step 2. Understanding as repeated addition. We can represent 4 squared as repeated addition. 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 16. This means there are 4 squares in each row and 4 rows in total. Step 3. Visual representation using a square grid. Square grid. Picture 32. There are 4 squares in each row and 4 rows, forming a 4 by 4 square. Step 4. Verification. Count the total number of squares. Row 1. Picture 31. 4 squares. Row 2. Picture 30. 4 squares. Row 3. Picture 29. 4 squares. Row 4. Picture 28.
4 squares. Thus, 4 plus 4 plus 4 plus 4 equals 16 confirms the result of 4 squared equals 16.
Square of 5. 5 squared equals 25. Square diagram. Picture 27. Explanation. Calculation. 5 times 5 equals 25. Repeated addition. 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 plus 5 equals 25. This represents a 5 by 5 grid of square, with 5 square in each row and 5 rows. Square of 6. 6 squared equals 36. Square diagram. Picture 26. Explanation. Calculation. 6 times 6 equals 36. Repeated addition. 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 plus 6 equals 36. A 6 by 6 grid of square is formed, showing 6 square in each row and 6 rows in total. Square of 7, 7 squared equals 49. Square diagram. Picture 25. Explanation. Calculation. 7 times 7 equals 49. Repeated addition. 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 plus 7 equals 49. The 7 by 7 square arrangement shows 7 square in each row and 7 rows, resulting in 49 square. Square of 8, 8 squared equals 64. Square diagram. Picture 24. Explanation. Calculation. 8 times 8 equals 64. Repeated addition. 8 plus 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 8 equals 64. The 8 rows with 8 square per row create a perfect square structure with 64 total square. Square of 9, 9 squared equals 81. Square diagram. Picture 23. Explanation. Calculation. 9 times 9 equals 81. Repeated addition. 9 plus 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 9 equals 81. The 9 by 9 grid represents 81 square, emphasizing the concept of perfect square. Square of 10, 10 squared equals 100. Square diagram. Picture 22. Explanation. Calculation. 10 times 10 equals 100. Repeated addition. 1 0 plus 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 1 0 equals 1 0 0. The perfect 10 by 10 grid contains exactly 100. Layout options. Text wrapping and positioning available. Layout options. Text OBS 30th.